So with the modern forehand, what a lot of us are used to is getting the racket head to the side of the body and then allowing that racket to get back here so that it drops into the slot, enabling the lag. And that's still a phenomenal source. Sometimes that's referred to a little bit more as the WTA. We'll see ATP still using the modern forehand and dropping closer to their side. But what we're focusing on today is now being referred to as next gen, but we're not talking about drawing back the elbow per se. We're talking about a forehand that we see a whole lot more that focuses on a move with the left and right hand that very simply, if you do it without a racket, you're simply with your palms together, you're taking them and you're inverting. All right, and this is really what we want to learn in order to accomplish this forehand. As my hands are here, I work this way. Okay, so as we take a look at it with the racket, if I'm setting to hit up my forehand, what happens is I invert and my hand goes out. All right, and it turns this way. Okay, now the inverted hand on the non-dominant hand is a little bit funky, and it's not something that's intended to last forever. We have seen it, there are players that have had success keeping the hand inverted. The left hand primarily inverts because it helps the right hand find this new joint position. It's very different than just the coil. Taking the racket and getting here is gonna feel a little bit funky when you start out. So this inversion of the left will assist it. But in time, it will be ideal that you keep the palm down as this inverts. All right, we're gonna take a look now at what it looks like, what the differences are with this next gen forehand compared to the modern forehand. We're taking a look here at the modern forehand, and although the personal style of Nadal's forehand may be different than Federer's, the biomechanics of their forehands are largely the same. As you can see, Nadal takes the racket back with the racket head pointing up. He's also utilizing the 2 L's in the unit turn. And the racket falls to the side of the body before it enters the slot. This is where the butt cap is facing towards the ball at a slight angle, and it then enters the lag. These are the major parts of the modern forehand. In this footage of Federer, you'll see this very similar mechanics, but due to his Eastern grip, there's stylistic differences than the semi-Western forehand of Nadal. However, you can tell the similarities there still make up what is considered the modern forehand. In this next demo, we're taking a look at Simona Halep, and I included her because although the forehand is modern, it operates differently than that of Nadal and Federer's. The style is often referred to as the WTA forehand, and the chief difference here is that the racket does not fall on the side of the body. It continues to travel until the strings face the back wall, and thus it creates a much bigger loop on the swing path. This is something that we commonly see through the WTA, but we also see it occasionally on the men's side and developing players. All right, as we take a look at Shapovalov and what is often referred to as the next generation forehand, you'll notice some dramatic differences. Although he initiates the takeback utilizing the 2 L's joint position, he turns his wrist so that the racket tip faces the opponent as opposed to straight up as we saw with the modern forehand. As he turns his torso and coils, the string bed faces the back wall, but it does so with the racket tip now facing the sidewall to his left. This allows him to create a larger lever and build more momentum to the ball. It also gives him the ability to take the ball from a higher place and still drive it while utilizing topspin. In this final demo, you'll see an up-and-coming junior who has been trained utilizing this next-gen forehand. And what you'll notice is the take back is the same as Shapovalov's. You'll also want to notice the alignment of the racket as it enters the lag. It is far more pronounced, allowing the racket to pick up additional speed and also allowing it to create more pace and spin.